Alright, so we're finally back after a long weekend for me. My mental game was not the best, so I was kind of distracted for a while. Sunday and Monday. And my Wi-Fi was out Monday, so I couldn't do a trade recap. So today I'm going to be doing a trade recap over yesterday and today's price action. So I probably should not have traded yesterday. I had a little too much on my mind. I've just been like going through some stuff what's just in my brain. Not really anything serious, hopefully, but yeah. So we'll just mark out what I usually do, the sessions to start for yesterday's price action. Pretty sure, yeah. Wait, no, that's not right. Wait, yeah, it is. Never mind. Okay, there you go. Alright, that was fast. Okay, so this is this trade clearly shows why I should not have been trading yesterday. I don't even know what I was thinking at all. Yesterday, it was probably the worst trade I've ever taken in my life. I traded against really everything in my strategy, which is a clear reason why I should not be trading when you don't have a mentally strong day or you feel like there's just too much on your mind. So basically, well, we could just start off by clearly showing. I feel like these past 2 weeks, it's been showing like clear. There's always like a sweep of Asia almost exactly at 8. I don't know why. I've just been seeing that so much these like this past week. So I could have taken this trade back up to. It doesn't actually even retrace to Asia highs, but then New York pre-session takes out Asia highs, which is good. I mean, no, London highs, not Asia highs after London sweeps. But this is where I'm going to show you guys my trade, which is probably the worst trade I've ever taken in my life. I'm pretty sure I tried to catch the top of this. I don't know what I was really even thinking. I think I was looking to try and go up into like this fair. I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie, but it was just the worst trade of my life. I was trying to catch this like a continuation from this top to try and like retrace into this giant imbalance range, which I don't even know why because I feel like this pattern is shown so often where it's just like a ton of consolidation before then moving up, especially on the I don't know where I could find one, but it's just shown a lot on this on the Nasdaq and the S&P for some reason. I have no clue why I was trying to trade that, but I don't know. I just wanted to place a trade because my mental game was horrible. But what would have been two good trades that I'm seeing are these Asia session sweeps right at 8 o'clock, and you could just target these London highs and these Asia highs, which I probably would have just taken profits at London highs, then took out or stop loss to break even, eventually getting stopped out here. And then for the other trade, this is literally just taking out London lows at around 9:45 to 10, takes out London lows, retraces all the way to Asia highs, and yeah, that would have been a really good trade. Let's try and pinpoint an entry for both of these trades really quick. We also actually let's check the 4 hour. Let's see if yeah, there's an order block here on the long time frame, and this fair value gap from a long time ago, which I didn't even retrace into. I don't know why I was saying that, but this order block from the long time frame, liquidity sweep, everything, that would have been a really good trade. Yeah, you have previous day lows, liquidity sweeps, literally almost. There's just a ton of good confluence for this trade, which would have been a good idea to trade, but I sadly was not having the best week and day, so I just really missed the trade, and I don't know. Hopefully, and I also was probably in school, so I couldn't even like trade this time. But yeah, I still have to go over today's price action too, so I should probably speed this part up. So let's look at an entry for. I'm just gonna do an entry off of this. Yeah, we'll just do both. 'Cause this one's kind of easy. This is clear. Actually, those are equal lows, but this is practically. I don't even see. I can't tell if these are. Yeah, these are equal lows, but it just shows like resistance off of this imbalance area, even though it didn't tap into it. And then you just see. I feel like once you have this insane bullish candle closure over all these like highs over here, it clearly shows buying power to the upside, which you probably enter off this, set stop loss down here, and set your take profits. No, wait, that's the wrong session. Set your take Where did I put my? Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, set your take profits here for London session highs, and that would be a really good trade. I would also put another take profit Asia session highs, which it doesn't take out. It might do that on the Nasdaq, but not on here. So yeah, that's a pretty good trade on this. Next for this sweep, I definitely would have 100% entered off of this sweep on accident. This one would have been a good loss to take because this is just like clear order block confirmation on the 1 minute time frame showing bullish market momentum to the upside. Right off of here, you see clear bullish candles. And then the only problem though with this trade is this imbalance, which we almost break through but didn't. So I think this would have probably been like I would have lowered my risk on this trade, but I would have entered probably off of this candle closure right here, since we're just like breaking through this area and through this like little fair value gap, which was already tapped into. So yeah, but I probably would have set my stop losses down here, would have got taken out. I might have. No, I probably wouldn't have, but I might have maybe. No, I wouldn't. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. But I would have. Yeah, I would have definitely lost this trade. And I might have actually entered off this one too if I was trading this whole day, but I most likely would have stopped after taking this loss because I feel like it's better to end rather than like revenge trading. Because once I did this trade, I just stopped looking at the market once I took this horrible trade, I stopped looking at the market for the day. And then, yeah, so I don't think I would have taken this trade, but let's just say if this was my first trade of the day and just saw enough confluence, I would have hopefully have entered. I'll check the 5 minute. I usually go back and forth from 1 minute to 5 minute when I'm actually trading. Actually, I don't know where my entry would have been. Probably on a inverse fair value gap of some sort, hopefully. I mean, it's kind of hard to see on the 1 minute, but we definitely have some sort of inversion off of these, which I could have entered off of, maybe breaking through these highs over here too. This retracement probably has some sort of confluence in it on a higher time frame. I'm kind of trying to speed through this because I never actually took a trade on this, so I can move on to today's price action, which I also did not take a trade, sadly, because I was driving to school during market open and was just not able to trade at like the 8 o'clock range, which I've been finding really good trades recently. So let's just move on for today's price action. I'm gonna try and get through this one quick too. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay. Uh, okay, well, I don't know why I'm on the 1 minute. We're going back to the 15 minute. Zoom in. 8. We need 3. It's London open, and then New York pre-market at 8:30. Okay. Now, this is actually not even like. Actually, no, this is actually pretty good. I remember I was driving while this was happening, and I was just like looking at it and hoping to take a trade off of it. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, like right at market open-ish, 9:30, 9:45. Like, oh shoot, did not mean to place that. Right here. Here, let me mark out London low. I think this is London low right here. London low. Then London high. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, so we get a clear liquidity grab right here, pushing towards Asia or London highs. And this fair value gap is pushing all these down a lot. It's a pretty strong one. And yeah, I was driving during this from like I was driving from like 9:15 to 10. So I missed this entire move. So the problem with my school or like my time zone for school is that I always can never trade during market open for New York, and my strategy is basically on there. So I'm hoping in the summer to actually start streaming my trades on like Twitch or paper trades if I can, or on YouTube, just to like maybe build up a community. Hopefully I can do that. And alright, so let's look for a entry off of this liquidity grab on taking London session lows. Okay. Alright, so seeing this on the 1 minute, this is one thing I most likely would not have even traded off of for this start of the liquidity grab, just because of last week's trade, the 9 o'clock trade where I just got instantly swept from 9:30, which clearly happens here too. 9:30 sweeps out the stop loss. I've seen this happen a lot recently, which is actually a really good learning experience because I feel like this is something I would not catch if I weren't making these like trade recap videos. So it's just really good to talk about my trades through this. Alright, so off of this, we get insane accumulation. Right, I feel like this happens a lot right at market open. There's just insane accumulation, like candlestick to candlestick on the 1 minute. And then we get a clear tap into this order block area. And then an inversion off this candlestick would have entered here, right here. Put my oh no. Oh no. Alright, we should be back in a second. Okay, okay. Entered off this candle closure. Stop losses down here. Take profits up here. That's like a. Yeah, let's just check. Let's see. the RR on this trade. Oh my god. Okay. Put a little below. And these highs. 1.38. So it's not even that good of a trade, but it's really high confluence going straight off of like, because there's clearly not a New York market open big move yet. So if you can like catch, there's usually almost always a big move as New York market opens. Like here, big move down, and I don't know. There's really not many big moves after that, so I feel like catching one of these moves, there's always usually a lot of confluence for it, and it's kind of almost, I wouldn't say easy to spot, but going off of the session sweep strategy, which I created a video on, it kind of just shows an easy way to like spot it or be able to like adjust to it, though it doesn't happen that much, and you just have to be careful with it. And one thing I should say about my strategy is that you should not enter, like let's say the trade that I did yesterday, we already pushed back London highs, so I don't know why I would even enter off of this. We already swept one of the sessions at New York market open, so it's most likely just going to push down from that. It usually doesn't take out both sessions. I mean, it sometimes will, but it's more likely not to, just because New York market open usually just wants to have a big move almost right as it opens. So don't try and like wait for another session grab. Because if you have enough confluence, just enter off of the liquidity grab from the session that was already swept, instead of just looking for more continuation up to the other session. I feel like it's easier just to spot it from that one. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it does. Hopefully these videos get cleared up better in the future. I'm going to try and continue posting as long as I can until I build up a big enough community, because I don't know, I just feel like it's something fun to do instead of just trading on my own. Maybe I'll create like a Discord soon, so like everyone could just get together and talk about their trades that they did instead of just me posting my own. And yeah, just mentor each other. And that's basically it for today. Please leave comments on what I should work on and what I could do better in these in YouTube and social media stuff, and also just in my trading in general. And thank you. Hopefully I'll place the trade tomorrow if it's good confluence, not a bad trade. And that should be it for today. And thanks for watching, and have a good day.